What? Guess who's back with another video that isn't something, I don't know, boring? I don't know, I feel like that was bugging me. He looked a little funky. I feel like that 100 subscriber special was a little lacking, but, you know, it's only 100. Not to be mean, I'm great. But we are back with another more expensive video, sort of. I think the X-Smart plushies were like, I don't know, 120, but the one I got today is like 140 altogether. Not to flex, like genuinely not to flex. Alakablam. Yeah. I had already recorded a video on these two, like, when I first got them, so October, I think. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to make another video later about Chica and Foxy, so I'm doing it all in one go, and I need to delete that old video off my phone. Because it's taking up space I don't need, bro. These have definitely been messed around with for a while. They made these boxes really weird, so yeah. Who needs resale value, right? I'm never selling these. These are amazing, because finally we get withered animatronic action figures that we've never actually gotten before. Other than, you know, your average Mexican bootleg. So, yeah. I was on call with a friend, and I was talking about how annoying it was that you can't take off that top jaw, endoskeleton jaw for Bonnie, and it made me really mad. So I possibly maybe sort of broke it off. It's lying somewhere around my house. I think I know where it is. Let me find it. I was wrong, but not that big of a deal, because it'll make him look a lot better. I wish I didn't give him a gray clump of wire. Whatever. So, ew, my crusty feet. My crusty socks. Who should we go for first? Well, I think the obvious answer is Freddy, because that's my whole channel. So, they got this set up in such a weird way. I gotta take, like, this thing off. It's 2 layers, basically. So, yeah, I gotta take that off. Small messes. Get back. Viola. Now let's ruin it. Nah, I'm not that crazy. Yet. I think the obvious answer is to go with Withered Freddy, because that's me. That's obviously me. This isn't skin. Not at all. This is my suit. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and sit down, because it takes a while to assemble these. But, basically these feet, crusty toes like mine, and the hands come off. It's down underneath Freddy's torso. But then you can replace them with theirs. So, let's do that. Okay, so we have the big parts on, but now it's time for the itty-bitty little baby, little itty-bitty parts to be put on. I have such a majestic way with words, bro. Like, it's genuinely unfathomable to me that I have such wonderful poetry. Oh my goodness. Bro, these are amazing. It's about time that we got something that actually has an opening and closing jaw. Enough being immature. Now to the actual review of this. Super amazing. I wish that they could have done the joints differently here, rather than just having that little silver piece. Like, why not paint it brown? That seems a little cheap to me. I wish they would have added wires. But then again, like, how would you do that? So I guess that's cool, I guess. I don't know. The head is amazing. It's incredibly detailed and accurate, too. I wish there was a little more dirtying, if that makes sense. Dirtying on him, because on the box, this man is disgusting. Like, needs to take a shower right now. But in real life, it's just kind of like here and there. It just feels a little mid. And he's a little more, like, orange and not brown. Like, on camera, this is like pumpkin orange, but in real life, it's a little more, like, brown, yellow, orange. I don't know. Same with the muzzle. But the best part is about these. They have glowing eyes. I think I'll post a short about that tonight, because that is sick. Anyways, of course the head turns, but I wish that they had it on a ball joint like they did with Funko, so that way they could look up and down at the same time, as well as turning their head. But I guess I could see why they didn't, because how would you really be able to do that? And besides, Funko did that, and, you know, people don't really like Funko no more, because who in the world would give FNaF 1 Freddy Fazbear top teeth? I mean, come on. So yeah, Freddy looks great. I love how they didn't include the little, like, base on there like they would with OG Freddy. So I do like that. And I appreciate the no kneecaps. It looks exactly like me. You know? But, except I can look up and down. I guess we move on to Bonnie. I think we'll just do the classic characters after we're done with all the Withereds. So, yeah, let's move on to Bonnie. Bonnie to Bunny, you know? I'm so excited for you guys to see this. The faceplate is immaculate. It makes me excited that we're getting more Withered animatronic merch. Because, like, only a few brands have tried it. I'm pretty sure Funko did it with, like, their little mystery minis. I think, I can't think of any other companies that have done, like, actual action figures of them. Aside from, you know, terrible bootlegs that look nothing like them. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna put the camera down. So, each one has, like, 27 plus points of articulation. They even included this, which is kind of cool, I guess. So, like, you can have it as Indo 02, or you can readjust it for the animatronic pelvises. So, if that makes sense, you know. So, yeah, he looks pretty cool. He does look a little funky without that top endoskeleton jaw, but he looks funky with it on Withered Bonnie. They should have added, like, something so that way you could snap it on and off, or just snap it off forever. And, bro, it is so hard to get these eyes off, but the more you do it, the more, like, easier it is for them to come out. So, let's see if I can do it with my fingers. I could not, but I got them out, you know, with a little bit of, tweezers, pencils, a lot of things. I get that they want them to make sure that they're staying in there, but that's a little ridiculous, man. I mean, come on. So, a lot of these parts can be removed, like right here, of course, the hands, the shoulder joint, the torso, this part, and of course, the feet. So, that's pretty cool, especially if you want Withered Bonnie, so you can just... And boom, he has wires now. And of course, they are fully articulating. So, you can have him in like a T-pose. You can have his wires on his hip like he is Toy Chica. Speaking of which, I need to get the toy animatronics, the jump scare ones. Oh, speaking of that, I don't know if you guys have heard the leaks, or the rumors, I don't know what they are, but we are getting Endo series of the toy animatronics and their AR versions. I guess that's cool for people who actually like the AR game. No wonder they got rid of it. But yeah, it sounds like we're getting the toy animatronics and a Endo series Mangle. So she's gonna be coming with like, what? 2 parts at least? Alright, whatever. Let's get this man suited up. So to the people who actually like plan on getting these like me, no, this is not one piece that you gotta slide over. It is a fully detaching piece. So anything that you see with, you know, these ridges here that held his mask on can easily be taken off. It's hard to do it with one hand. Yeah, that can be separated. So, just letting you know, don't be like me when I first got him. Yo! Yo, look at him. On camera, he is blue. In real life, this man is purple. Like, plum purple. Genuinely. The color of a plum. Like, sorry, don't mind that minor inconvenience. But, like, supposedly, the owner of Jazwares, or the guy who was making the FNaF stuff, is a fan of FNaF. And he didn't know better than to make him blue. Whatever. And no, this is not a cut. That is paint. Anyways. He looks amazing. I love the wire. I love the wires. I would love them a lot more if they were actually separated and actually colored rather than just a gray clump of plastic. Anyways. So yeah, that's Bonnie. His gargantuan red bow tie. And I love the buttons, bro. The buttons are just classic, and I'm happy that they actually included them, so. Alright, we are down to the newer ones, the ones that I got today. And of course, we gotta go with Chica the chicken. Chica chicken. Chica. Where did her bottom jaw go? Oh, it's inside. Okay. We coolin'. Oh, this one is packaged differently, so I can actually do it on camera. It doesn't, like, overlap on the edges. It's just, like, a small, thin plate that sits on top. Okay. Did I break something? Yo, what? Yo, what? Okay, so she doesn't have anything to hold that onto her endoskeleton. And I've unboxed this today because, you know, I gotta make sure that these are high quality enough to actually show on camera. So, yes, that is supposed to be like that. It hooks on there, and it is tight on there. It's like a tick on you. So, yeah, we cool. Anyways, of course we gotta go with Withered Chica and her giant feet. Jeez! And then we got small but a unit Chica. Not fat shaming, not fat shaming. She's just... That torso is just humongous compared to, like, I don't know, Freddy or Bonnie's. So, okay, let's go for Withered Chica. So, when I saw the photos of her, I thought she had no eyelids. But she does have eyelids because Withered Chica, her eyelids are gone. That's why she's terrifying. Even more terrifying than me, you know, the Withered Freddy, who is not in jeans. Bro, this piece is so hard to get apart, I'm gonna need, like, a pencil. Okay, with a little bit of force and thankfully not breaking anything, I did get it on there without needing any tools. It was just these big, strong sausage fingers of me. Dude, I think I like her the most, like, even more than Withered Freddy, and that's saying a lot, because, my channel is literally named The Withered Freddy. YT. Because look at them stompers. That could really do some damage. And them nails? You're cooked, buddy. Just admit it. And dude, the wires are amazing, but I wish they were articulated like here and not in the front. So that way you could get like a good bend on the wires sticking out like pom-poms. I guess they wanted to go with like the movie version and have her wires just hanging down by her side, but I didn't like that in the movie. I like the iconic T-pose of her, you know, barely being able to fit through the vents because she's so wide. Like, the way her arms stick out, it's just not right. So, if somebody from Jazwares is watching this, fix it! But let me keep this one, so that way I can get the new one and compare. See? Now that looks much better. I don't like how it's, like, swaying out, like, towards you, or swaying out backwards, but can't get everything. And I do feel like they had this, like, customizing ready So that way you could, like, paint that gray to make it look like wires. I don't know. Speaking of which, I don't like how the jaw is closed and not, like, higher up. So I figured out that the best way you can do that, same with Bonnie, so you can make it look like his endoskeleton jaw isn't attached to his, suit jaw, is you just set it, like, right below the endoskeleton jaw, and it can still hang on. Like, that's some good clinch right there. And she can still kind of talk, and the inner endoskeleton jaw can still kind of move. Yeah, see, you saw it move. It's just a little, like, rigid, fresh out the box. Yeah, see? You can still get your endoskeleton jaw to move. So, what I would do is I would fix these wires, and I would give her more height on her jaw. I don't really know how they do it, so whatever. Still looks great, though. The withering is just immaculate. Okay, we gotta move on to Foxy before I keep yapping about her and how great she looks. Okay, so let's move on. Alright, there's Foxy and Withered Foxy. I had a little trouble getting the endoskeleton out. But what confuses me is they gave him an extra hand, but really they could have had, like, OG Foxy and Withered Foxy share a hook, because I'm pretty sure they're the same size. I guess one's dirty and one isn't. Who cares? Alright, here's Withered Foxy. Looks super cool. Why did they include these? Withered Foxy and OG Foxy, they don't have any bottom leg parts. What's the point? Okay. His hook is super cool. That's really all I can say about him. I do like how his bottom jaw is red and his muzzle and torso are, like, skin, not, like, tan, okay? And, like, how his pants are brown, unlike some other companies that didn't do that. Anyways, I don't like how fake the withering looks. This is horrible, Jazwares. Come on. Like, include a magnetic removable ear here, because this is just weird. It's irregular and off. And what is this? It's as bad okay. Let's take a little breather. And we'll calm down. Why is his insides as red as him? And why can't I flip up his eye patch? What if I want to see his beautiful eye? Heck, why even include the other eye? Nobody's seeing it. I can't even see it through this hole here for his regular eye. Come on! Let's take a breather. But even on the Funkos, they did it. I mean, like, yeah, sure, it looks like he has gears on the top of his head, but the best part is, I realized this when I was putting his head on. If you just take off his jaw, then take off his... I'm gonna break this, hold on. Hi, I'm Luann. It looks like he has, like, a little ponytail hanging off the side. Alright, so let's line up all these withered animatronics. Get out. Nah, I'm not throwing him. I should, though. Because he's stinky and funky looking. And I didn't notice it in my Funko video. But these paints should be as brown as this. Come on. Whatever. Anyways, I'm probably going to be customizing him and cut all these parts out. Because it just slightly infuriates me that they didn't. So I might take a Dremel to them. I genuinely might. I might. I don't know. Ooh, I've never actually seen them lined up. Yo! I'm so happy right now. My Shayla. Alright. Time for the worst part. Switching them all back to their original characters. Yay. Would you like some Girl Scout cookies? Hi, my name's Barbara. Hi, I'm Stacy. What is wrong with me? Hi, I'm Mary Ann with 2 children and a husband at home. What's wrong with me? Bro, this is what I'm telling you about. Look at how gargantuan this torso is. Jeez. Bro, her torso is so much of a unit, she can't even fully put her arm down. Lay off of the pizza. And as you saw earlier in the video, these are held on, like, incredibly well. Even if it doesn't have the regular points, it's just held on in those indents like Foxy has. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, she's so big, she can't even put her arms down. I can't put my arms down. Elite ball knowledge. While you were away, I put all these on. So, I say we go with Freddy first. Get out of here. Bro, he looks so good. He looks a little too plasticky, though. I wish they made him look like how he did in the movie. You know, a little more brown and dirty. And I do like how he only has bottom teeth. Unlike some other companies that start with an F and end with O. And they can either sit right here and they lock into place right there. Or you can have it go up into his muzzle, which is pretty cool. There's really nothing else about him. Get a good glamour shot. Next up, we got Bonnie. Unfortunately, his teeth do not go up into his muzzle. They made his bottom jaw too wide. Wide load. And, of course, he's got his iconic bow tie. His giant, gargantuan bow tie, like Withered Bonnie. Pretty sure it's just the same torso, but with buttons and a little more dirtiness. Looks so good, bro. And you can't really even tell that I actually did break off the top endoskeleton jaw. You would have to be looking really hard to see that. So, yeah, he's cool. Next, we got Chica. Yeah! Everything's still really stiff. And I love the torso. It's so accurate. It's gargantuan, but it's so accurate. You can kind of see her eyelids. And these are holding on really good. And look at them toes. Look at them claws. And last but not least, we got Foxy. Am I too fast for you? Sorry, I sounded like an old man. Am I too fast for ya? Good enough. It's better than, am I too fast for you? Looks so good. I wish that they would actually wither him. But whatever. And I wish that they would give him, like, different feet. Because that is not right, Jazwares. Come on. Couldn't you have used this plastic and put it here? Huh? Yo! Look at how sick they are. That's amazing. Well, I need to go finish my schoolwork. See, they held on. Oh, that's her arm. Okay, never mind. So yeah, I just wanted to yap about that for a bit. That's about it. See ya.